Hey tasters, I am in Christoudia. This winery is not in Paphos and it's not in Limassol. We are in Kato Drys in mountainous Larnaca region, and I am here with Alexia Christoudia, and I can't wait to try this flight of wines. Christoudia's winery specializes in Cyprus varieties, one of a handful of wineries that produce Spourtiko. And also we have Maratheftiko, you've got Yanoudi, what else?
Xynisteri, Mavro, Malaga.
Yes, I can't wait to try it. So let's pour.
Start with Spourtiko.
Yay. Okay.
Spourtiko is in this vineyard behind us with Maratheftiko. Local variety. Only, as I know, 3 or 4 wines we produce Spourtiko.
So not many.
Cheers. You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
And this golden color, right?
Yeah.
This light sort of straw, golden straw color, but very aromatic. So this Spourtiko is
aromatic,
here, right?
Yes, with flowers of white.
Like you get jasmine and gardenia and
it is a light wine. It's not the alcohol is around 11.
Although it smells really sweet, and you expect, because of all the fruit and the flowers, you'd expect a little bit of sweetness, but actually it's super bright. It's really, really lovely.
It's very good. It has very good balance anyway.
Very lovely light wine. This is a perfect summer white wine, I think. It's lighter. It's lighter than Xynisteri. It's brighter than Xynisteri, higher in acidity. It's the perfect white wine if you like your white wines light and bright, and if the weather is as hot as it has been these past few days, this is a perfect
We
treat.
recommend it, yeah.
So the Spourtiko grows behind the winery?
Yeah, it's in this way vineyard here with Maratheftiko. As we said before, every 5-6 feet of Maratheftiko is one Spourtiko, and you know why, I believe.
It's because Maratheftiko has a problem. Even though it's a wonderful variety that makes really, really lovely wine, it tends to shed its flowers because it's, unlike most grapes, which are hermaphrodites, Maratheftiko is female and it needs help to pollinate. So what we do traditionally is plant it alongside a variety that flowers at the same time. And this variety is Spourtiko, and so Spourtiko helps Maratheftiko produce fruit. So it's quite lovely, they work together. So this bright acidity and all these flowers, what food would you pair this wine with?
I prefer, of course, with fish and with chicken.
Yes.
And with chicken is so nice. And summertime anyway, you can drink and during your lunch time, whatever it is, I believe.
It's too hot to eat, but it's never too hot to drink Spourtiko.
Cold, of course. To be
ice cold Spourtiko.
Yes.
It's going to get us through the summer. Alrighty, and okay, so I can see here this lovely rosé.
Rosé, one of my favorite wines, Maratheftiko Rose. So, Maratheftiko Rose. We used to keep it only for a couple of hours with the skin to take the color. So you can smell and you're going to tell me.
Strawberries. Lots of strawberries, yes. And so just a couple of hours maceration, and because it's Maratheftiko, it's a very...
and raspberry, I can say, I believe.
Raspberry, yes. All these sort of summer berries. Because Maratheftiko is such a strong grape for red wines, I think this produces really well-structured rosés. Light, lovely. I would definitely pair this with chicken.
Yeah.
Yes. It's the sign of a good wine when you get lost in the glass and forget to describe it.
We are not here now.
This is gorgeous. It's very light, very fruity, mainly berries, and very impressed by the levels of acidity here. Very bright, very light.
Pleasant. If I can say this in the mouth, and I like.
Rosé is perfect, especially for red wine lovers in the summer.
Yeah, for summer time.
A Cyprus summer is too hot for red most of the time, but this is a perfect.
See, we can produce so nice rosé wine from local variety, like Maratheftiko.
Yes, and I think this is a much lovelier rosé than some of maybe the lighter varieties that they tend to use for rosé, like Grenache or whatever. I really prefer something like Maratheftiko that gives this structure and gives you a lovely, food-friendly rosé, not like semi-dry, but like proper acidity and lovely with food.
I agree with you. Yeah. So, cheers.
Cheers. So, like, one thing everybody needs to know in Cyprus, and this is vital knowledge, because all we do during the summer, all year long really, is eat souvlaki and souvla, right? So that's lamb pieces on the barbecue and pork pieces on the barbecue. So Maratheftiko Rosé is ideal for pairing with all of these barbecue dishes, because it cuts through the fat, because it has all this lovely acidity, but because it's red meat as well, you need some tannins there, you need a little bit of color, right? So souvlaki and
rosé,
perfect.
It's going together.
It's the law. Try it.
Try it. So, ready to continue with Maratheftiko now, as full body red dry wine.
Excellent.
We used to keep it for a year to the French oak barrel.
Wow. Okay.
You can see in the dark color. And the aroma, of course, of vanilla. So and you are going to tell me what more.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, wow. Okay. Right. So this is a beautiful example of Maratheftiko. And what you get immediately with Maratheftiko is all these purple flowers. I get violets and lots of red fruit.
Red, and raspberries.
Raspberries, cherries.
Berries.
I've dressed
berries.
for Maratheftiko today.
Yes.
I'm wearing my Maratheftiko dress. Red cherries and raspberries and a lot of violets. And you say this spends time in oak barrels?
Yeah, for a year.
1 year?
Yeah.
Okay, and that
explains...
explains...
a little more than for a year.
That explains all the sweet, woody vanilla.
Vanilla, yeah.
And the barrel has made the texture very silky.
Nice to have it with a nice meat meal.
Yes. No, Maratheftiko deserves steak, really. It's very... it has high acidity and I think sort of medium to high tannins, but lamb and beef, I think, is the sort of...
yeah, I agree.
Meat I would pair it with. Very much a wine to save for special Christmas meals, I think.
For special events or anniversaries.
Special events, Valentine's Day, when you have steak, or everybody around the table with a big roast, and it's a wine you should associate with your loved ones. So we have a dessert wine, and what is this dessert wine called?
Alexia.
Alexia. And what are you called?
After my name, Alexia. One special dessert wine.
Maybe the wine maker likes you.
Maybe, I don't know. I can ask him. As I said, very unique wine with sultanina.
Sultanina. So this is most dessert wines in Cyprus are made with Mavro and Xynisteri, but this is Sultanina.
Yeah.
So truly unique.
It's, we make it with the same way like Kumandaria, but with Sultanina grapes.
So you dry the grapes for
to become as almost as the raisins. So I would like to have your comments on this now. You see, gold color.
Yes, because Sultanina is a white grape. It's one of those grapes that actually they're very good as dried grapes, as raisins, but they're also very good for winemaking and very good to eat. Sultanina does everything really, really well.
Yeah.
Okay, and look at this color, amber. Okay, right then. So,
No, if you can smell, it's the raisins.
oh yes. You know how sometimes to make like those really indulgent winter desserts, you might put raisins in rum and then make a really boozy cake with it? Well, this tastes like that, but you know, without going through all that process. You already have that much character. This is delightful. Oh, this is lovely. Okay, so you have both sweetness and acidity, perfectly balanced, so that you wouldn't get tired of drinking this, because, okay, anything that tastes sweet is easy to drink, but you can't drink too much of it. But this one has so much acidity.
What I used to say is, don't drink so much.
But how can you stop?
It's a dessert wine. I mean, one too short, but
hard to resist, though, right?
yes.
And honey notes,
Yes.
right? And I'm getting a lot of honey here, and also like stewed like apricots and peaches, a lot of stone
yes,
fruit.
Yes.
Yes. So many cakes you can make with this that would taste divine if you just put that in the cake batter, because it has such a intensity, fruitiness, brightness, and this natural honey note. In fact, get vanilla ice cream and just tip that on top. You need nothing else. Perfect summer treat.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks for coming.
Such lovely wines. Thank you very much. This winery is very easy to get to, and I imagine you must do a lot of events here, because you don't need to go all the way up to the top of Troodos to get to it. It's just a 20-minute drive from Larnaca.
It's 20 minutes from Larnaca, half an hour from Limassol, 40 minutes from Nicosia. As you saw before, we have fantastic view, very nice garden. We can host here events like weddings, baptizes, tasting, birthday parties, the wine, honey, chouchoucos. We can organize the events. And
do you also cater the events? You make the food? Do you bring someone in?
Yeah, both. We
Both.
can, for small events, we can cook. For bigger, we can have the catering.
Okay.
Anyway, you are welcome in Thailand for one of these events.
Oh, absolutely. This is so easy to get to, and such a great location, and a very beautiful, well looked after winery.
We promise to have a very nice food, but excellent wine as well.
Oh, food and wine, they go together, right?
Yes.
Tasters, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I am here with Alexia Christoudia at Ktima Christoudia, a beautiful winery in the region of Larnaca, up in the mountains of Kato Drys. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. I will leave any details you need to call the winery, check out their website. All the details will be in the description below. And I will see you on the next video. Cheers!
Cheers!